Oh, I feel like I died and went to heaven, but I had to pedal up all the way. Oh. Well, if this doesn't feel like the top of the world, it'll do. Look at this. Whoo! Well, that was the biggest climb I've done in a little while. Oh man, my legs are flat and I'm not done. Most of the climbing's done, but still got a bit of a ride to go. I'm tired, I'm hungry, thirsty. I'm gonna sit here on this rock and I'm gonna eat something, and I'm gonna bring you up to date how I got here from where I started, which was somewhere down there. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit once I have a snack and you catch back up to me. Here we go. Hey, good morning, Granny Gear here. Well, today is all about the climb, because today we are doing an iconic climb in Southern California, probably one of the three biggies. This is Gibraltar Road, Santa Barbara, California. Let's get going. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Now I'm riding this as a loop, beginning from Tucker's Grove Park, which has nice bathrooms and a picnic area and quite a good place to start from. It's about a 6-mile ride over to Gibraltar Road proper. The road is a little trafficy at first, but with a shoulder, then it gets quieter and nicer as you go. Generally, it's uphill. Does give you a nice 6-mile warm-up before you get to the real work of Gibraltar Road. Okay, here we are. This is the start of where the real work begins. You can tell I'm out of breath because the grades in that last little part of mountain, getting to here, mountain drive, whoo boy, gives you a good indication of what you've got to come for about the next 9 miles. All right, I'm going to get up the road where it's quieter, catch my breath, and we'll catch up, okay? Here we go. Gibraltar Road is definitely one of the epic climbs in my neck of the woods in Southern California. I think the only other thing that I would say equals it maybe is GMR, Glendora Mountain Road, Glendora Ridge Road up to Baldy. I'm going to be doing that too if I don't run out of time for winter, because that gets up into snow area. But Gibraltar Road, it is iconic. Now the mountains behind Santa Barbara, they come out of the coastline. The land, I should say, comes out of the coastline, and it begins to slope up through town immediately. Once it hits this back mountain range, it's pretty much like, feels like it goes straight up. So everything in this backcountry of Santa Barbara, mountain bike trails, hiking trails, roads, which aren't very many of them, like this one, they are significantly steep. So I don't have the stats firmly in my mind, but this is something like a 9-mile climb or so with 4,000-ish feet of climbing. It's got like a false summit. So we're going to be going up to the top on this. Interestingly enough, you know, when you, this was part of the Tour of California. This was a stage finish at the top of Gibraltar. And if you look at the Strava record on it, the top or the lowest time, the fastest time up this segment coming up here is Egan Bernal. And if you follow road racing, you know that name. In fact, in the top 10, I think 6 names I recognized out of the pro peloton at one time or another. Anyway, that's where we're going. We're going up that way and up along that ridge. And I probably won't be talking a whole lot here and there because I'll be breathing too hard, but we got to get going. Let's get climbing. You know, one of the things that makes this climb a bit daunting, I think the grade average is 7%. There are places it gets up to 15, but the climb is nearly unrelenting. There's one little flat spot, maybe 3/4 of the way up, kind of lulls you into thinking it's going to get easier. Then the next section is harder, and at the top it's even harder. And then once you hit the top of Gibraltar, If you make a left, which is what we're gonna do, it climbs again. And then it drops. After that, for a couple miles, you think, oh yay, and then it climbs again. So I'm on the 80HX today, the Time road bike I built up, which a lot of you folks have been interested in. I got a lot of views on that. So Time, you should be pleased with how interested people are in hearing about your bikes. So here's a little factoid about granny gear. I really like climbing. I really do. If you said granny gear, I'm gonna do a flat fast ride or a slow climbing ride, I'd take the climbing ride any day. So the thing is, I'm not particularly great at it. Oh, I'm not bad. I mean, for my age and whatnot, I get it done. But I don't think I have a big VO2 max, I never have. But I'm kind of a diesel. Once I get warmed up, I'll just sit and push a gear. I can do it for a long time. So I'm probably have the makings of a good endurance rider, and I'm pretty mentally tough. So I don't know, maybe one of these days start trying some bigger stuff, but for now I'm watching the hang gliders glide over an amazing little house perched on the cliff there.
All their shoes. There's almost no end to what can be one day.
Boy, don't let anybody ever tell you you don't need low gears like that. I don't know, like they should man up or something. So I'll tell you what, they do that, just spit in their eye. Low gears are great.
When it's harder to learn than to teach, soldier on.
Whoo! Holy smokes, that was freaking difficult. Oh, well, we're pretty much going to roll over the top here of official Gibraltar Road. Still got a little bit more climbing to do. Holy cow, that is an hour-long heart attack. Well, you can see where the road goes. We got some more climbing to do before we get to anything that's called a top, but I think the road's changed here. I think at this point this is Camino Cielo West, I think. But we're gonna go this way a few miles, get up on the top of this mountain here, and we'll have a look around. See you in a minute. Well, how was that for you? Pretty hard, huh? I thought so. My computer says about 15 miles to here, about 4,100 feet of climbing. But most of that climbing was in after the first 6 miles, so somewhere around 9 miles or so, 4,000 feet. Yeah, wow, that'll do. That'll do, won't it? What a view though, huh? Well, we're going to be going that away now on West Camino Cielo Road. We're going to have some really fun downhill. Eventually we're going to hit Painted Cave Road, which is an absolute hoot. Some of the corners on Painted Cave are so steep going down them, you can see where the bumpers of cars scrape in the corner. Sometimes my rear tire will actually like lift up and slide a little bit in the corner. It's pretty crazy. I rode up it once. I don't think I ever want to do that again. Luckily I was on the gravel bike. That helped a little bit. Anyway, getting ready to do some downhill. I think I still got a little more climbing to do. It's an amazing day. Glad you guys are here with me. I'm going to finish this snack here. I'm hungry. And then I'm going to get riding. Thought that was too good to be true. Thought there was one more climb in this ride along here somewhere. That was a good downhill. Boy, this road is rough though. It's like a giant cheese grater. I would not want to crash on this. You know, I'm surprised. We'll see before I get to the top of this how good my legs feel. They were feeling pretty flat, but not too bad. You know, I'm trying a new nutritional deal a little bit, nutritional supplement. Because I was wondering on some of these harder rides, if I was starting to just run into a calorie deficit. I use mostly real food. I mean, I do like that Pro Bar and stuff because it's convenient, but my favorite snack to bring is a toasted tortilla, flour tortilla with almond butter and honey. Oh man. I've added in some performance drink from Fluid Performance. And I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They've been around for quite a few years. I've known the owner and the company from way back when they first started. It's a good product. Whew! I keep inhaling bugs. It's good products. And I'd used the recovery drink for years, but never really used the performance part of it that's designed to like be gasoline, right? Just to fuel you. So I started adding that into some of my bottles. I still do the Element for electrolytes. I love Element, but it doesn't fuel me. Well, it turns out I still got some legs. Pushing the gear pretty good. Almost to the top of this last climb, according to my computer. Yeah, I'm a fan of that Fluid Performance drink. I was just needing more carbohydrates as I was riding. Very possible, right? You know, at my age, I'm still figuring this out. All right. Wow. What a view. Okay, I think that's Lake Kachuma out there. And I think Painted Cave Road drops down through all those houses right down there on down to the valley. So I've probably got another hour to get back to the car maybe. I don't see a sign anymore, and my routing is telling me I've got to go a little further. Maybe the official road's up here, but this is it. Anyway, we're getting ready to drop down. Oh man, I can't hear a thing. That was a big descent. You know, it was a little breezy up here. I even put my jacket on, a little cold. I'll tell you what, these Rolf Prima Aries 4 AR wheels, these are some sweet wheels. They're just lively, they're comfortable, they accelerate well, they're just a delight. You know, they're just internally wide, externally wide, hooked. They are sweet, but in the wind they are so calm. They just never get excited about strong breezes. I am super happy with these. All right, let's get ourselves down Painted Cave Road, see if we survive. Wow, this is already getting steep. Oh lordy, look at that. Wow, holy smoke, that was crazy. Oh, so pretty in here. Whoa, Tesla. On the way with good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. Oh. Okay, check this out. Whew. Almost went right past it. So now, I am no expert in that in any meaningful way. But one of the indigenous peoples that were in this area, Native American tribe, there was the Chumash, and they left their marks in a lot of places. You know, either they were ceremonial, religious, or they just wanted like to draw on things. I'm not really sure. But this is an example of this cave that's right up here. If you go up, hike up here, you can go see it. I've never actually been to it, I don't think, that I can remember. Maybe when I was a kid. Anyway, isn't this a cool spot? I mean, yeah, if I was just like hanging out, making food out of acorns and all the stuff they used to do, yeah, I'd come up here for sure. Hang out. What a neat spot. Look at these rocks. Very cool. All right, gotta get down the road here. Weren't those corners crazy? You probably couldn't tell how steep they were, but like I was off the back of the saddle on the brakes trying not to slide around them. My computer keeps telling me I need to make a right turn because the corners are so sharp it thinks it's like a 90-degree. Oh, there's a van. Okay, here we go. Boy, diving in and out of the shadows here. It's really hard to see what's going on, like those rocks and stuff. It's a rough road. This road could use a little TLC.
It's getting kind of crazy up in here. Got the DJ playing music, everybody wants to hear, yeah. It's getting kind of crazy up in here. Everybody wants to ride in the water slide.
Oh, man. Oh, hey, look at that. Made it across. I think is that San Marcos Road or something? I don't know, I gotta look that up. But I'll tell you what, it's descents like that that really make you a fan of big tires and disc brakes. All right, let's get around the corner here and now see what we got left. Oh, man. That was pretty, that's kind of an intense little descent. It's rough, it's steep, you're just on the brakes a lot. And you got to watch those blind corners. Those right-handers, a lot of those right-handers, you just cannot see around them. And they close out on you too with sand. Yeah, fun, very fun. I tell you, this bike, this Time 80HX, this thing is a willing partner. Super stoked about that. Oh, I can't hear a thing. Okay, so the rest of this ride, I think this is Old San Marcos Road. I think. I'll put it up on the screen. But basically now we're just going to drop down this canyon a little bit more. It's a nice descent. It's not as steep as that was. We go through some farmland and then we'll circle back into the city and get back to the car. All right. Here we go. Hey, look, the Trout Club. Can't imagine there's a trout around here, but maybe there's just the club. All right. I don't know. Who knows?
You can come on over. We can take the roller coaster. And you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
And just like that, we're done. Sorry for the noise, they're cutting trees here. I'm back at the park. Let's see what my computer says. It says about 3 hours of ride time. I think it's about 4 hours all total with lunch and camera work. 29 miles and 4,746 feet of upness. And that, my friends, will do very nicely for a great day out on the bike. Hey, go check it out if you're in this area or you want to make a trip. Gibraltar, the way I did it as a loop is an option. You can also park near the bottom of Gibraltar somewhere, and ride up and come back down. You can do it the other direction. You can start in Tucker Park here, just go up the top of Gibraltar and right back down. That's a lot easier ride than I did. Anyway, I recommend the loop the way I did it. It's a nice, good half day on the bike. All right, you guys take care. Have a great week or weekend. And as always, I think they're shooting at me. I don't know, maybe they're just cutting trees. Hey, go ride your bikes. Take care. Double double. If you know, you know. It's a California thing.